Hi there, I'm Violet Van Hees and this is Grow Your Movement Freedom. Welcome. So today we're going to explore something that's kind of out of sight in an interesting kind of way. We're going to look at what's happening in the backspace, how your backspace might be able to help you find new ways and new sensations for how to move and how to find good support within yourself. So for today's video, we're going to start with two very handy-dandy props, two pieces of wood here. And our bodies are really interesting, and our sensory organs tend to be out to the front. Our eyes look out front, we smell out to the front, we're oriented towards the front of ourselves. And so we notice the world out here a lot, but we're not as aware of what's in behind us. And so we sometimes end up being kind of forward in our space. You might notice that you sort of feel like you're out here. And that you look out here. And for a lot of us, we stand in a way where we stand out here to the front of ourselves. And so today we're going to check out where is your spine relative to your body, and what happens when you think about yourself in relation to your spine, when you think of yourself as being out here versus when you think of yourself as being around, all the way around your spine. So let's say that this is your body. And for a lot of us, we have the sense, if I asked you, where is your spine? Where's your back? Where's your backbone? A lot of people would say, well, it's right along my back. It's on the back surface of my back, right? And so when you have that kind of concept of yourself, you have a body, and you have your back to the back, and it's kind of like your body is out in front of your back. So everything happens sort of out in front of the back, and the backbone's back there somewhere. And what that ends up feeling like is that your whole body is suspended from this backbone, right? From here. And that means that you're kind of out here and you're standing out here and everything's off the front of you. And you can imagine how much work all those little muscles that run along your backbone actually need to do in order to hold all this weight of your body that's out in front of your back as far as your body sensation is concerned. Now here's the thing, your backbone, your spinal bones, are actually quite deep inside you. So we actually have spinal bones where the round part of the bone is probably about as big as this piece is here for your lower back. But it's a ways inside your body because there's also a bunch of pointy parts that stick out, protuberances that stick out the back, that are out there in order to let little muscles and little ligaments go along your back and to help your back find ways of moving, to be able to move and control the movement of the back. So in fact, our backbone is a ways inside our body. So the backbone protuberances are probably that far, spiny processes, and then the actual round part of the backbone is probably that far inside you. So if you think about that, that means that it's somewhere in your middle, right? It's not on the back of you, it's somewhere in your middle. So instead of the model that we had there of where you have a back and your body out in front of the back, we're more built like a rolling pin. And if you can imagine it, you can see here that the rolling pin, the actual pin of the rolling pin, goes down the center, and that there's wood out to the front and wood out to the back, if this is the front side of you. Now let's use this stick some more. If I imagine that I have a front side here, I can turn my front side around and notice that this front piece is turning right and left. When I turn left, it goes left. When I go right, the stick goes right. But if I look at what my back side is doing, if I'm imagining this, when the front side goes right, the back side goes left. It goes opposite. So I can imagine here, if I had a stick sticking out the back, I'll do it with my other hand so it's easier to see. Can we do this? Sure. That when I go to the right, the stick goes to the left. And then when I turn to the left, the stick goes to the right. It goes opposite. So my tip, or the homework from this particular video for you to go play with and explore, is to find out what does it feel like to notice your backspace. What is it like to pay attention to what's happening in the back. And what happens when you get a sense of there being substance in behind your spine, in behind, that goes around the back of your spine, so that you can actually move with this three-dimensional sense of, you know, something goes left when something else goes right. And how does it affect your sense of how you find support through your bones? How you find support over top of yourself? Does it make work feel different? Does it make the effort and the work happening in your back feel different? Does it let you get a sense of being grounded or connected through yourself into the ground in a different way? And does that feel easier? Does it feel different? Like, just how does it feel different for you? So you get to notice that. So this is really interesting stuff, and it becomes very useful when you're sitting, if you want to do shoulder checks in the car. If you're a horseback rider, you might notice that when you're doing rotations and you're wanting to move your horse, it feels really different if you think about your belly button leading, or if you sit right in the middle of yourself and you think about the back space moving around opposite to where you want to look or go. Same with walking, same with just being able to move around in space, or even just looking and standing. What does it feel like to have backspace, to have something in behind you? All right, so have fun exploring that. And if you have any questions or you'd like some more information, give me a shout or check out my website. The contact information and my website information is right below here. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear through comments or give me an email. Get in touch. And in the meantime, have some fun. Have fun exploring with this, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.